We used two of the most advanced AI models to create two characters. We will put them face to face. Their arguments will be evaluated by 5 independent AI models across multiple criteria, scored from 0 to 100. This is AI Debates. Should the government promote vocational training as strongly as college?
Yes. The government should promote vocational training just as strongly as college. For too long, public policy has funneled funding, prestige, and guidance toward four-year degrees. Even though the labor market desperately needs skilled trades and technical workers, equal support would mean more accessible programs, better equipment, stronger apprenticeships, and clearer pathways for students who don't want or need a traditional degree. Promoting vocational training isn't about replacing college. It's about acknowledging that multiple paths lead to success. Gen Z deserves a system that supports all credible routes, not just the one that's been historically favored. Yes. The government pushes college with $150 billion plus in annual subsidies, loans, and tax breaks, while starving vocational training only $1.3 billion for Perkins grants and apprenticeships. Result: 7M open jobs, half needing trades, not degrees. Level the field. Give Pell Grants to high-quality trade programs. Fund 500K new registered apprenticeships. Germany has 1.5M for a third our population. Tax credit employers who train. And run real marketing campaigns showing $80,000 electricians, not just go to college ads. College isn't for everyone. Pretending it is distorts the market and screws both the kids and the economy. Promote both tracks aggressively, based on outcomes, not nostalgia. Anything less is policy malpractice.
Should high schools expand career tech pathways?
Yes. High schools absolutely should expand career tech pathways. Waiting until after graduation to explore trades or technical fields is too late for many students, especially those who learn best through hands-on work. Career tech programs give teens early exposure to real skills, real tools, and real industries, helping them make informed choices instead of defaulting to college by pressure or habit. These pathways can lead to certifications, apprenticeships, or even immediate employment after graduation. Expanding them doesn't limit students, it empowers them with options. Gen Z deserves meaningful choices, not a one-size-fits-all path. Yes. High schools should blow open career tech pathways yesterday. 2025 in CES, only 19% of U.S. high schools offer robust CTE that leads to industry certs. Germany's at 65% with paid apprenticeships starting at 16. We're forcing kids into a PCAL they'll never use while 2M trade jobs sit empty. Make half the senior year dual enrollment, mornings in shop or medical fit labs earning certs, afternoons finishing core credits. Fund it with half the money we waste on bloated college prep infrastructure. Kids graduate debt-free with $60,000 or $90,000 union tickets or seamless transfer to applied degrees. It's not tracking its options. College-bound still take honors, others get real skills and dignity. Keep warehousing teens in irrelevant classes, and we deserve the skilled labor crisis we've got.
Should public funding shift from universities to apprenticeships?
Yes. Shifting some public funding from universities to apprenticeships makes a lot of sense. Apprenticeships directly connect people to real jobs, real skills, and real wages, often at a fraction of the cost of traditional college. They fill critical labor shortages, reduce student debt, and offer clear, structured pathways into stable careers. Meanwhile, universities already receive substantial funding despite rising tuition and questionable alignment with today's job market. This isn't about defunding colleges, it's about balancing the system so that practical, high-demand career routes get the support they deserve. Apprenticeships are an investment that pays off for workers **** the economy. No, don't shift, expand, and relevance. Blindly defunding universities to chase apprenticeships is just swapping one monoculture for another. 2025 reality: we need 500K new apprenticeships and 2M more STEM research grads to stay globally competitive. Germany funds both heavily dual system plus world-class unis. We can too. Do this instead. Keep university block grants but tie 30% to co-op apprenticeship placements. Create a $20 billion federal apprenticeship match dollar for $1 with employers. Make Pell portable to any registered program longer than 600 hours. Zero-sum defunding kills the R&D engine that creates the industries apprentices later serve. Smart countries fund pipelines at every level. We're rich enough to stop playing favorites and dumb enough if we don't.
Should startup incubators be integrated into public education?
Yes, startup incubators should absolutely be integrated into public education. Entrepreneurship is a practical skill set, and giving students access to mentors, tools, and structured support early on can unlock massive potential. Incubators teach problem solving, teamwork, budgeting, marketing, and innovation, all things traditional classrooms rarely cover in a real-world way. For Gen Z, who already thinks creatively and digitally, this would turn ideas into action while they're still in school. It's not about replacing academics, it's about expanding opportunity. Public education should prepare students for the modern economy, and incubators are one of the best ways to do that. No, public schools integrating startup incubators is a cute fantasy that would mostly waste taxpayer money and enrich a handful of connected kids. 2025 pilots LAUSD NYC show 85% of high school incubators produce nothing shippable. The 15% that do are almost exclusively from affluent magnet programs with existing VC uncles. The rest churn out lemonade stand pitch decks while core literacy rates tank. Real entrepreneurship needs failure capital, legal risk tolerance, and networks, none of which public ed can ethically or legally provide at scale. You'd create a rigged lottery where the already privileged win Y Combinator Jr., and everyone else gets a participation trophy and zero revenue. Teach financial modeling, coding, and sales as electives. Hell yes. Hand 16-year-olds public seed money and equity contracts. That's subsidized gambling for the rich disguised as equity. Hard pass.
What balanced policy could satisfy both sides?
A balanced policy would treat college, vocational training, and entrepreneurship as equally legitimate paths and fund them accordingly. That means maintaining support for universities while expanding apprenticeships, strengthening career tech programs in high schools, and creating public incubators for young innovators. It also means shifting guidance counseling away from a college-only mindset toward individualized pathways based on students' strengths, goals, and financial realities. By giving Gen Z real choices, not a default, we honor both the value of higher education and the practical power of skills-based and entrepreneurial roots. Yes. One policy package ends the war. 1. Make Pell Grants fully portable. Use them for fourth-year degrees, two-year applied degrees, or registered apprenticeships at trade programs of 600+ hours. 2. Mandate every public college tie 25% of state funding to paid co-op apprenticeship placement rates. 3. Create a federal 1-to-1 match for every new registered apprenticeship slot, aim 750K new slots in 5 years. 4. Cap public university tuition growth at inflation -1% until per student state funding returns to 2000 levels. 5. Allow 16+ high schoolers to dual enroll in credentialed trade or tech programs for free, counting toward graduation. College stays viable and cheaper trades get real money, and prestige kids choose based on aptitude, not propaganda. No sacred cows, no culture war theater, just outcomes. Everyone wins except lazy administrators and TikTok dropout gurus.